Hey Queens, welcome to Queen Breeze Sanctuary. You guys ready to have a good time? Guys, welcome to Queen Breeze Sanctuary. I hope you ladies are having a wonderful day. I am. I'm in my robe. I have clothes on. I'm just getting ready to go run a few errands. Spend a little time with my daughter. Well, one of them. Today I wanted to focus on a topic that really has been bothering me for some time now. It was brought to me um, within the last day or so. A conversation came about why do women tend to tell other women Happy Father's Day. Um, for me, I was, from becoming a mother, I was always called by my mother saying Happy Father's Day. I felt like, I don't, my kid's father's not there, so, whatever. But I started to realize that we're not fathers. We can't do what fathers do. Whether they're there or not, I feel like that's taken away from the fathers who actually are in their children's lives. I feel it's a bit selfish because we get a whole day. Mother's Day is celebrated by everybody. Like, everybody has a mother. Like, you know, 9 times out of 10, most mothers are in their kids' life unless they have gotten their kids taken away or whatever the case is. For me personally, though, I really feel like that's not fair because when Father's Day come around, the fathers that do for their children or are involved with their children, they don't get anything, which is not fair because we would feel the same way if it was us, right? I feel like a lot of times as women, we feel like because we take on a lot of responsibilities that we're owed that. See, we decided to have these children, whether they were planned or not. So for us to keep using excuses on, well, I'm there, da 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 da. Well, you laid down and had those kids. Granted, and rightfully so, you did not have those children by yourself. But we can't be both. That's like a woman trying to raise a son and saying, well, I'm the mother and the father. No, you're just the mother. We need to stop taking credit for stuff that's not ours to take credit for. Granted, I'm a single mother who has 2 daughters, one whose father is involved. Her family or her dad's side of the family is very much involved, and I love them for that, for being there for her. But my other daughter does not. I don't feel like stuff that a father could teach their daughter. I can't teach my daughter that. It feels different. Growing up, I had a dad, he was there sometimes, not all the time, but I had a relationship with my dad. And it was like always a thing with my mom, like, oh, well, I'm your mother and your father. No, you're just my mom. Like, I'm not saying that it's something wrong with you playing both roles or thinking that you're playing both roles. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that we have to give credit where credit is due. And we're not talking about those men who are not involved in their children's life, obviously, because they're not there. But we're just discussing about the men who are involved and who are actually doing things with their children, and they don't get that recognition. I feel like it's a double standard when it comes to women and men because women feel like, well, I deserve this and I deserve that, or they don't have feelings. They're men, and because men don't show their exact emotion, like, no, people are people. And if we didn't get recognized for Mother's Day, we would have a whole bipolar fit. And we can lie and say that we wouldn't, and lie to ourselves and say, oh, well, no, I wouldn't get upset because we're human. You would be pissed off if nobody acknowledged the fact that you were a mother. So how do you think men feel when they're being told or being exempted from a holiday that says the name in the title, Father's Day? Men aren't coming to take our holidays. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we should be more courteous. Like, everybody talks about change and all of that stuff. and our people and things like that. But we're not even acknowledging our own kings. And that's crazy. And like I said, we're not talking about the ones that aren't doing anything, because that doesn't matter. We're talking about real kings. We're talking about men who actually care about their children and not leave them behind because they're not with the mother or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I really feel like we should take the time and just acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? Don't call your friend and say Happy Father's Day. Don't call your child and say Happy Father's Day. Don't. It is what it is. If you have a father or whatever, and y'all have a relationship and you call that person, then do that. But as far as us just taking stuff, women take stuff and just take it for what it is. It's not our day. Unfortunately. It's sad that a lot of men aren't there, but sis, I mean, what else is there really to discuss? You know what I mean? I hope that one day our children the kids whose fathers aren't there, I would hope that they would understand that things get better with time, change, period, whether it's our Black lives or if it's all lives or whatever. We gotta do something, because that's not fair. It's not fair, and life ain't fair. But some things I feel like we take and just run with it. It's a bit much, especially being with somebody who has a child, and then it's like actually being there, like actually physically being there and hands on. I think it's a bit unfair, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sure a lot of you guys are pretty salty and upset, but real is real. We can't talk about being real, and then when the person speak it, and y'all sit there and pout and moan and get irritated because a person said something. We all got opinions like we got buttholes. Always remember that. But I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I want you to tell a queen and tell a sis that you stopped by, and hopefully they stop by, and then they tell somebody and they stop by. That's just how that goes. I love you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the kingdom soon, and I'll see you guys later.